Now, I'm based in the top end of Australia, and I have this very odd, attractive female, Laura Zerra, helping me find pythons. Now, I guess the reason we have an audience of water birds is because not many people venture into these wetlands for the obvious reason they're inhabited by large saltwater crocodiles. And lucky, we're completely aware of the situation. Anyway, floodplains and wetlands provide an abundance of resources for both plants and animals, and specifically what we're searching for being pythons. Now, pythons may inhabit areas such as large floating debris masses for retreat, or where our main attention is, the matrix formed by the watergrass, which not only offers a form of protection from predators, but creates a microclimate which is warm and humid.
Coming.
Yeah. Here, set it up. And hold your hand over here, quickly.
Okay.
I've got one. It's really hard to get out.
Alright.
Quick. You right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is the second one today.
Is that it? What are you getting?
Yeah.
What can I do?
Hold that there. Hold that there. Now this little guy here, he's known as the water python. Now, you ever seen one of these before?
No, I haven't.
Never seen one of these
Gorgeous.
before. You ever been bit by a snake before?
I haven't.
Here, put your arm out for a second. Quickly. Oh, it doesn't even want to bite you. There you go, normally they're a lot more aggressive.
Well, it's kind of a sigh of relief.
Yeah, exactly. Now, these little guys you can pretty much find anywhere where there's water. So your billabongs, your wetlands, particularly out here, they're a water specialist. I absolutely mean that. Now, the funny thing about this guy is this, right?
They do better than the mosquitoes than I do.
I'm getting absolutely hammered. It's absolutely, it's worse out here. It's unbelievable. Now, in Australia, we have many different snake species. Literally hundreds, if not thousands. Now, some of them are venomous, and some of them are non-venomous. Having said that, right, some of them have colorations which are quite similar. Most of them have patterns, and some of those patterns can be similar from non-venomous to venomous species. So, when trying to identify a snake species, you've got to be very careful.
A couple characteristics you can use to try to help you identify what could possibly be a non-venomous species of, say, a python or a venomous species. Now, pythons have this little, it's a heat pit, and it's right along their jaw.
There it is there, yeah.
Yeah, if you can see that.
Yeah.
And they also have a different shape and structure to their head that's very characteristic of a python. So those are things to look for. That being said, if you are not 100% sure, I would never recommend handling or trying to, possibly get bit by a snake, because there's just no way to be 100% sure unless you use other characteristics that can be kind of difficult for a novice to use
100%.
in the field.
That's right. So, at the end of the day, if you're unsure, you're best off just not handling the snake. There's no risk in putting yourself in that situation, because people are bitten all the time by snakes in Australia. So,
Which, yeah, by some of the most highly venomous snakes in the world.
Exactly. You wouldn't want to recommend an amateur going out there and mucking around with something that could potentially kill him.
Right.
But there is a system that you can use.
Yep.
A researcher would look at 4 main scale patterns. The dorsal scales on a snake's back are counted from side to side to get a specific number. These scales stop and start at the ventral scales, which are the longer scales on a snake's belly. The relative width of these ventral scales is also an identifying characteristic, along with the scales on the underside of the snake's tail and the scale above the anal vent, both of which are either single or divided. There are over 20 species of pythons native to Australia, and they've adapted to pretty much every habitat the continent has to offer. From the forest-loving carpet python, who is mostly arboreal, to the water python, who inhabits the wetland.
Now, when searching for snakes, it's always important to be extremely vigilant, as some species can be very difficult to detect. When working in a team, there is always a clown trying to have fun, so there is always a potential factor of risk. Me, obviously being an individual of high professionalism, I rarely get injured or hurt.
And just get him by the tail.
Alright.
Right? He's going to be edgy.
too quick about it?
Don't be
gentle
too
about
quick.
it.
Okay, ready? Just wait. Okay. Ready? Okay, go in and grab it now. You got it?
Got it.
Ready? Okay, pull him up. Oh. Okay, ready? You ready? You got me?
Absolutely gorgeous.
What you gonna move? Okay, now this little guy here. Ready? Come over here.
Little guy, he's tiny.
Yeah, he wants to take a
Oh,
whack at me.
I want to take a whack.
Alright, put him there maybe just now. This guy here, he's known as the carpet python.
He is
Now,
gorgeous.
He's absolutely amazing. And guess what? These species of snake are actually one of the most widely distributed species that you can find out here in Australia. He's absolutely beautifully coloured, isn't he?
I
Looks
can't
like he's
believe it.
camouflaged.
He does. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought it was maybe a tiger snake.
Yeah. Come here, mate. Come here. Oh, take a bite. Take a bite. So, even though they're a non-venomous species, they have one hell of a bite on them. And trying to get him off your arm can probably be a little bit difficult if he does give you a bit of a whack.
I like that you can really tell that he's a python from his head. Kind of reminds me like a pit bull. The head, it's
the size
like
of the
so
head is
distinct.
absolutely
His
massive.
python head is so distinct.
Absolutely gorgeous though, isn't he?
His strength is amazing too.
Wow. Now, these guys here, they eat a diversity of foods, don't they? Like absolutely anything from small mice to rats to bandicoots,
I heard they can even eat wallabies.
wallabies. Well,
That's
they-
huge. That's really
How big a
impressive.
wallaby is? That's like a small little child walking out there in the bush can be literally taken by one of these guys. Now, I've been bitten by carpet pythons before. I know they can actually latch on and hold on. And it's not the best feeling in the world, right?
He's watching you.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching him as well. But it just goes to show that out here in these environments, these pythons can suit all types of environments, from rainforests to deserts to savannas to all types of different sorts of scrub. They're absolutely amazing. Aren't you, mate? Look at you, look at you. He's actually pretty cute, pretty friendly, isn't he?
He is. For now,
Gotta
till
be
he bites you.
Whee!